Hello, hello, hello. Giving honor to God, you guys, for waking us up this morning and sustaining us throughout the entire day, giving us another opportunity to be better now than we were just a minute ago, an hour ago, yesterday, a week ago. Giving all honor and glory to Him as He sustains us daily. Last night I heard a guy say that when he stopped praying for things, God started to bless him. And then I heard another guy say um, that he doesn't ask for specific things anymore. He just asks God for general um, things, like God bless me today, God guide my path today, God let me have a good day, things like that, but nothing specific. And I thought about that, and I think it just really depends on who you are and where you are in your walk and the relationship that you have with the Most High. you know Come here, Bishop. Bishop. Hey, son. What's up? What's wrong? Stay right there. What's wrong? Oh, I'm right here. Are you good? Is your friend here?
Probably because we're late.
Or he probably didn't come. He would still be here if he was. There's some big kids over there, though, by the tire.
Still playing it.
But yeah, there's no perfect way. Hey, Cheesecake, there's no perfect way to pray to God. You have to ask Him to guide you, even in what to pray for. But for me, I wouldn't say I'm very specific, but I know what I need in that moment. And so I asked the Most High for it at that time. Hey, Rustan. Hey, Spooky. You're stuck on 0 to 1 views. What should you do? Just keep going, and maybe change it up a little bit. Don't be toxic online. Speaking of toxic, you guys, I put a short video out regarding Marissa from Love is Blind, where I said, you told God to take a back seat in your wedding, and so He did. And so what ended up happening was her fiance ended up dumping her before they were supposed to go down the aisle, right? And so because I said that, I have a few people, mostly women, coming under my comments talking about, you Christians are weird, you Christians are judgmental, you Christians always got something to say, blah blah blah. Hey, Fight Man. Hey, John Seller. Hey, Margaret. Hey, got him. No, you can't talk dirty. And there's a difference between, just being honest, telling the truth, being judgmental, and then you also have righteous judgment, right? So um, if those women had seen my previous video where I went in depth about Marissa and how I was pretty much disgusted at how she just dismissed God, they would understand why I said what I said. Um, just because a person says something that you don't like does not make them a hypocrite or doesn't make them judgmental. And of course, I start talking about the Most High, wants to act up. There was no problem with my connection earlier. But if they had taken the time to watch my video, they probably would have understood. So number one, I'm not apologizing for what I said. I'm not married. I'm not apologizing for what I said. You guys can think that Christians are weird just because, people try to uphold, the law of the Most High, or because we call out something. That doesn't make Christians weird. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just don't get where people are coming from. And the situation between Marissa and Ramses, the guy that dumped her, You know, if she hadn't told God to take a back seat, she would have had enough discernment to know that that man wasn't for her no way and that he was going to dump her. She would have had enough discernment to know, yo, I am pretending to be something I'm not. This man is acting like he likes me when really he only likes my representative. If she had God in her life, and if she didn't tell God to take a back seat, she would have known from the beginning, and she wouldn't have been on the floor crying like that. So y'all can miss me with your ignorant comments. They don't really faze me, and I try to respond in the most humblest way. But some of them are just ridiculous. For God so loved the world that he gave. Y'all are so stupid in here. Like, you guys really don't have a life. If you don't like what I'm saying, just click off. It's really not that hard. Go tell me, if you keep asking me the same question, I'm going to have to remove you from the channel as well. You see that I have a son, so obviously I'm not. That's right, DSJ. And I do. I focus more so on the positive responses than the negative, of course. Because, that's what it's about. And that's what keeps people going and coming back, is the positivity. It is colder out here than I thought it was. And I am a little upset with myself. I'm not going to be on here very long. Mr. Try, watch my videos and you'll see who I'm voting for, player. But I don't want to be of influence to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? So what I say don't matter anyway. You guys aren't going to vote based on my beliefs and my opinions on who should run for the country. But if you watch some of my videos, you'll be able to figure it out, 114 on the chat. That's what's up. Most of you guys must be overseas and it's late and you're bored. What up, Skank Hunt 42? Stay healthy out there. Have a nice one. You too. But at the end of the day, it is very important for people to believe in something that's bigger than them. Don't ever think you are God. Don't ever think, that you are ultimately in control of this world, because God's will is what is being done. Everything is already been mapped out. We're just now living in it. And we can change the course of our lives depending on our obedience. This guy last night said, he said, prayer doesn't change things. Prayer changes us. And then we change things. And I like that idea. I loved that idea. Because I'm like, yeah, you can pray for something all you want. And oftentimes God will give you the answer. But it's really about what we do, our actions, that will determine which way things will happen, right? And so often we're so, instead of, I tell my son this all the time, you got to, when you're in a pickle and something's going on, turn to God, ask him for help. He'll give you the answer. He'll help you out. There are so many times where I have called on friends, or my mom for advice when really I should have been going to God, and I'm always thankful when I have something burning and I want to get it off my chest and I want feedback, and I go to a friend and that friend is not available. But then I end up turning to God, which is who I should have went to in the first place. But I go to that friend and they don't answer or they don't respond. So it's like, it forces me to look inward, my God conscious, and also praying to him, what do I do in this situation, And my mom was horrible at answering the phone. My mom never answered her phone. So whenever I did, it would just be me fussing because I'm like, where you been? I've been trying to call you, da da da. But by that time, things done worked out. Life's hard at the moment, and finding it hard to push forward has just been nice. Help. Yeah, you got to keep pushing. We got love for the innocent. That's what's up. But yeah, I remember one time I really needed my mom, y'all. I don't even know if I want to tell this story, but I needed my mom so bad in this situation. And this is when I was living in Cali. I was in the military, and my mom literally lived like right down the street from me, right? And she would not answer her phone. And so what happened was I had helped a friend move, right? I helped a friend move, and um, there were two guys there, and a couple of us girls helping her move. And she was flirting heavy with one of the guys. What up, Judge? She was flirting heavily with one of the guys, and the other guy didn't like it. And so she wanted me to hook up with the one guy that she wasn't flirting with, but it was something about him. It was something I couldn't do it. I couldn't take one for the team. I just couldn't. I just knew no, right? So anyways, things have been winding down. We had moved all of the stuff in for the most part, and I went home and I left her there. She was still with the two guys. And normally I wouldn't leave my girl with more than one guy by themselves, but she knew them both. One was actually like a family member, but it was a weird situation, so I'm not going to go depth into it. But um, she called me and she said, Mo, I need your help. Or she was like, Mo, oh boy is acting crazy and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, yo, do you want me to call the police? Like, what do you want me to do? And she wouldn't answer. And she was like, can you just come? And I was like, yo, like, I don't want to come. Like, if he's over there acting a fool, like, I don't want to be in that, but I'm not about to leave her hanging. So she just sounded like she was in distress. So I called the cops. First I called my mom. I was like, yo, this is happening. I'm going to go over there, but I don't know. And my mom wasn't answering. So I was just like, something told me just call the cops just to be safe. So I called the cops and then I went over there, right? I'm 45. Sometimes we are better alone. You ain't lying. So I call the cops and I get over there, right? And turns out she ended up, so the guy, the one that liked her versus the one that she was flirting with, was getting real hostile. And he started fighting with the guy that she was flirting with, right? We're going to say they was flirting. He gets into a fight. So what my friend does, she goes and she gets a liquor bottle, and bams him upside the head with it. She said the bottle bounced up against his head and it didn't break. And he didn't stop. So she hit him again with the bottle and then it broke. And this dude had a scar literally from like here all the way back here. Bled out all over our carpet. We spent hours the next day getting that blood up. And I'll tell you, if you ever smelled blood in big amounts, it is the most disgusting smell you could ever smell, right? Just very metallic, just disgusting. So I call the cops. The cops get there, and they were about to take her to jail. And so they were going to take her to jail because whenever you do the most physical harm, you are the one that has to go to jail, right? So I'm calling my mom, I was like, they're going to take her to jail. Da-da-da. My mom's not answering. So I just started praying. I was like, God, please tell me what to do. Like, I cannot allow them to take her, especially since I'm the one that called the cops, right? That's really why I didn't want her going to jail, because I didn't want her blaming me for her going to jail. So I'm praying. The cop's like, yeah, we're going to have to take her to jail. So y'all, the cop was a Mexican man. So I just started like speaking Spanish, like the best I could, right? I'm out there just like, yo, like Officer Esposito, like, she's a good person. She just deployed. Like I was throwing a 10 on a 2. I was hyping her up. I was like, she's a military member. We're both active duty. She just came back from a deployment, which wasn't true. I don't think she ever deployed, actually. I was like, but she does this. She serves her country. She's a good person. Right? I got this Mexican accent, so much so that the next day my girl was like, yo, and then there was some Mexican bitch outside talking about the situation. I said, bro, that was me. I was like, I was trying to appeal to the cop so that you couldn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But also, I have this thing where if I'm around somebody and they got an accent, I just start adapting to it and start trying to sound like them. I don't know what that is, but I just do, right? But anyways, it worked. It worked. I just put on the gift of gab, charm, talked him out of it, and he was like, okay, here's the deal. I won't take her to jail, but you got to accept she has to go with you. I was like, bet. So her and the dude came, and then the other dude ended up, he didn't want to go to the hospital. I'm talking about blood everywhere. They had his, y'all, if y'all could see this fool, he had this big old bandage around his head. his mom ended up having to pay like thousands of dollars in like cosmetic surgery for his stitches and stuff. But she effed him up. And if I told you where my girl was from, y'all be like, yeah, girls from that town, that's exactly what they do. They're gonna pick up a bottle and they're gonna crack it upside the head. And that's what my girl did. Like, she felt in danger. She did what she had to do. But I because I went to God, like, I don't know what my mom would have said. I have no idea what my mom would have told me to do. But I turned to God in that moment and he told me what to do. And I did it and it worked. And my girl never went to jail. So prayer does work. That's the whole point of me saying that. Ricky Bartley. Well, Gabriel, the girl was, calling me weird because I was calling out another person that was pretty much like denouncing God and telling God to take a back seat to her wedding and her nuptials. And I think she was just doing it to appeal to him because he had been heavily in the church and then he had backed away from the church, And I think she kind of was like, there it goes. But I think she just tried to take it a step further, and act like, she didn't believe in God and that I'm going to have him take a back seat, So I was calling her out on that. And people think that, that's being weird and like overly, religious or whatever. Just as if all the Christians actually really lived that way, the world would be different. Yeah, possibly. DSJ said, when it comes to God, I think there's something bigger than I can understand. I just go for a walk and just talk to whoever is up there. Like, I like to think someone is listening to my words. That's right. Just be genuine, He's definitely listening. Ricky says, we're better off alone. Right, Judge, yeah. And that's my thing, too. Like, I don't necessarily want to change anybody's mind. I mean, I want people to get to where they're supposed to go, where they're supposed to get to naturally, But if I can be a positive influence, and if anybody's ever been teeter-tottering on trying God, I want to help and push them towards that rather than away. Pray how you want, vote for who you want. It don't hurt me. Yeah, people can do what they want. At the end of the day, what other people do, it doesn't hurt me. But as a follower of the Most High, we are literally tasked with spreading the word, and so that's what I'm doing. If that bothers you, you don't have to. You don't have to be here. But this is what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Niece Nicola says, I love how people think that giving into their vices and denying morality makes them free thinkers. Yeah, people that sleep around a lot, they're like, oh, I'm such a free spirit, I'm a freak. No, you're just doing what you want to do. you just being a freak. You just want to be freaky. But that don't make you a free spirit or a free thinker. You just doing what you want to do, and unfortunately there's consequences to that. My glasses give it away that I'm crazy. I think a lot of us have a little crazy in us, No, it's only 5 fingers. See, today it's 4. Okay, see, today I'm working with a forehead. There you go, Nicholas. The other day it was 5. I could add like an extra. But 7 now. You stretching it. What up, GT? Yeah, it's like a copper metal smell. It's disgusting. Oh, it was. I mean, and when I say it was like that dude lost so much blood. Oh my God, he lost so much blood. It was wild. I was like, how is he still even like talking? It was that much blood. But he lived, thank God. Because my girl would be locked up for sure. She had really. But we laughed about that mess afterwards for a while. I was like, dang. I was like, you hit him once, it didn't break, and you hit him again. I said, why'd you keep hitting? She was like, I don't know. I just felt like the bottle needed to break in order to do something. That's right, Judge. Even Jesus and not everybody who calls his name will be accepted. That's right, because a lot of people call his name, but they don't really believe it or feel it. You know what I'm saying? They just say it to sound good or. You gotta live it though. You gotta live it. At least try. We all gonna sin. We all gonna make mistakes. But I think as long as we try and do better, you know, I was telling my son, I was like, you know, you're a kid. You know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna live this life perfect. I said, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna sneak a girl in the house. You're gonna steal my car. You're gonna do all these things. Trust me. I said, but the goal is to not continue to do those things. If you steal my car once, cool. Twice, cool. But if you make it a habit of stealing things that don't belong to you, you know, that's unacceptable, and there will be consequences for it, you know. And it's hard to get out of that once you start making something a habit. Like me being a smoker, smoking over 20 something years, it is a hard thing to do, you know what I'm saying? But I try, you know, and eventually I will have stopped, but it's hard. Now she didn't kill him. She did what she had to do. Period. That's right, Frankie. She did, because she felt like she was like, yo, once he's done with him, he might turn on me. So she had to stop him. I mean, he was going crazy, and I could tell there was something. Bro wasn't right. I knew he wasn't right. And even when I left, I remember I was maybe, how old was I? 27 or 28. I was maybe 28 at this time. I felt something in my spirit, but I just knew I wasn't supposed to be there. I was like, I gotta go. This ain't. But I never thought that he would harm her, you know. But I left, and her friend with her two kids, she was there. She ended up leaving, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna go too, you know. And she was like, no, don't leave. But it's like, no, I'm not into this dude. I'm not staying. We didn't help you, you know. It was time for me to go. You know, I was just getting a bad feeling, and then when she called me, it was kind of like, dang, I knew something was gonna pop up, but I didn't know it was gonna get that bad, you know. Bling, blind, old English one, old English at OE. I got some street smarts, not a lot. You know, I mean, I grew up, you know, with addict parents, and I seen a lot, but you know, it's really about just having discernment and knowing, you know, what to do and what not to do, and really just, you know, Jesus is the way. Hey, King LBB. Hey, Polka. Oh, you made some share video. Yeah. That's what's up. We got to get that traction. Yeah, we're gonna make another life together for sure, for sure. Thanks, Mr. CMG. Melody, do I think that homosexuality is against the Bible? Where the Bible speaks against it, they call it an abomination. So that's totally, even not even totally, but that's even separated from just sexual sin as far as fornication. They specifically, it specifically says that homosexuality is an abomination. So and when I asked my former pastor about that, I said, why does it say that homosexuality is an abomination and not just, you know, fornication and cheating and things like that? And he said, because it goes against the nature of what God intended. God intended for man and woman to get together. And why did he do that? So that we could procreate. And so when you have a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, they can't naturally procreate. So that in itself is an abomination, because God put us here so that we could populate the earth, right? So yeah, it's totally against what he meant for when he put man and woman here, you know. So what up, Crazy Paul? I appreciate that, Tomo. I take that as a compliment, sir. Yeah, you do bleed a lot from the head wounds, right? All those veins and arteries and things like that up there. Yeah, it's very, very what you call it. Al Islam, peace unto you as well. I don't have an opinion on gays. Logan, I already answered that. It was basically just a response to somebody who made a comment saying that Christians were weird, because I was stating a fact about a woman who told God to take a back seat. And so she ended up getting her feelings hurt because she didn't use discernment in the beginning. I don't know, Judge. Who do I think Jesus would vote for today if he was alive? Jesus wouldn't have to vote because he is the I am. So it don't even matter. Jesus wouldn't vote. He don't have to, because he knows he is Lord of Kings. So at the end of the day, we need to be voting for God over Trump or Kamala anyway. Hey, John. I'm doing good. How are you? Can you add Polka? Oh yeah, I need to, huh? Yep. She might not have time to be coming on here like this, but I'll make her a moderator anyway.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, baby. Hey, Gabrielle from Brazil. I just want to say that I respect Diddy. Okay, guess who you are? Nope. This is the biggest they get. This is the biggest they get. Yeah, there's a lot of Catholics in the church. They do make same sex so normal in society. Yeah, the LGBT are winning. They are winning. And that's the thing. They have the government behind them. Like if you say or do anything against them, I mean, you got a lawsuit. They are a powerful force in the US. And you know, one of the reasons why they're winning, no Polka, is because they know how to galvanize and they know how to come together and unite and fight for what they believe in and fight for what they want. They know how to unite. Us as a black people, we don't know how to do that. We honestly could take a page out of the LGBTQ and do that ourselves, and we will be so much better off. But they know what they're doing. You know, another thing they do is they pull together their money and their resources, and they put it towards who's going to fight for them. So yeah, they got a lot of power and a lot of pull in society in America right now. Half hawk, half hawk, half man says, do you agree that wealth can never truly be found in the extent of one's possession, but rather in the fewness of one's wants? I don't understand the second half. Let's see. Do you agree that wealth can never be truly found in the extent of one's possessions?
But
No, I mean, it depends on what you value. Do you value material possessions? Do you value money? If that's what you value and you get that, you know, then that's wealth to you, you know, in the fewness of one's wants, but rather in the fewness of one's wants. I'm sorry, I still don't understand that. I would have to read that like 3 and 4 times to fully get it.
can I see what it says? Can you read it for me?
Do you agree that wealth can never be truly found in the extent of one's possessions, but rather in the fewness of one's wants?
Wait.
And that, you know what? Now that you say that, that's probably true.
I get it about to the third end. I don't really.
She's probably saying that you achieve real wealth when you don't have a lot of stuff.
Oh.
And I think that might be true because when you're lacking in a lot of things, especially material things, other things seem to be sometimes can become more important. Like we need resources and currency in order to just do basic things, right? But when you don't have money to do a whole lot of extra crazy stuff, I think sometimes we understand we tend to realize what's important, you know, and not having a lot of things can, you know, what you occupy yourself with becomes a little bit deeper, maybe. I don't know. I have to ponder on that one a little bit more. But I think I understand what you're saying. He was not meant to be. Adam was made to worship God alone. He asked for a woman. God knew Adam would sin with Eve. But God knew what he needed. So that's why he provided Eve. Because man don't know everything. God created him. So God knew what was best for Adam. It don't matter whether he asked for it or not. God gave him that for a reason. You feel me? Hey, Zahid. Polka said, hey, son.
No. Okay.
Polka Nova. Hey, Matthew. Yes, King LB. Kamala's making us normal. That whole side it's already been normal. We can't really blame her for that. You know what I'm saying? She's continuing to push the agenda. But, I mean, if I was running for office and I knew I had that community on my side, I'm going to push it too. You know what I'm saying? That's what politicians do. So I can't blame her for that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had to work since I was 27. That's okay. Retired my mom and sisters. We vacation every most of the year. You know how that happened? Hard work, not believing in BS, silly. Oh, see now, I was with you for a moment there. But I'm not a Bible thumper, you know, but I believe what's in it. And I only say this because when I believe what's in it, things tend to work out for me. So I can only go off of, you know, me and how I live and what's worked for me versus what didn't work for me. You know, and before I started really reading the Bible and understanding it and seeking knowledge and understanding, things did not work out for me. But the more I um, read it and strive to understand it, yeah.
Okanova,
Uh-huh.
what do you mean? Do you mean this place, the little playground that we're in right now?
No, not this playground that we're at right now. She's talking about the earth. This is the devil's playground. Remember how we talked about um, Satan and how he's controlling all this, using technology and other people to get under your skin and bother you and do stuff? Yeah. What up, the Diddler? What up, Voyager? King of, no, I didn't know you black. I dodged your question. Say it again. Thank you, Polka. That's right, kickboxing. He is real. If you don't know, you're going to find out. That's all I could say. Thanks, Polka. She said you're handsome.
Thank you.
Y'all subscribe. We want to go to 1K. Hey, Polka, I gained like almost 40 subscribers after we did your video. I was at like 940, 9. I don't even think I was at 950. But then today it was like 980 and then it went down to 979. By the way, I think there's a person that subscribes and then keeps unsubscribing. Like when I go up, I think they take their unsubscribe back. I think they just messing with me because they know I'll notice it. But it's all good. It's continuing to go up. So thank you for doing that live with me. That's right, Polka. God is real. Y'all better listen. Y'all can think what you want. God and religion was meant to give people hope so they don't kill themselves.
What did he say? What did he say?
God and religion was made to give people hope so they don't kill themselves. Yeah, I mean, that too. That too. But you gotta believe it to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you say Eve destroyed Adam?
What? I don't get it.
She definitely let Satan use her. But at the end of the day, all of this was meant to happen. So it is what it is. Just like women do today. Well, stay alone then. If we're so evil,
Okay.
don't worry about women. You know? But I know you've had history with women and different things, and so. What up, Lady Diana? How you doing? Happy Saturday. What up, the Savior? I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows they know me. Where it snows, I skied skied in, and they froze. I don't know nothing about no ice. I'm just cold 40 bars.
I don't really hear any bars. All I hear is words.
I liked it.
Wait.
Okay, Rasha says your forehead is so big that underneath your passport photo it reads to be continued on page 2.
You're talking about her or me?
That's right, Jace.
I know it's definitely not me.
Nicole Murphy is gorgeous, but I know I don't look nothing like that woman. Why did Beethoven not like the chicken? Because they went bok, 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 bok.
I don't get it. Can somebody...
Bach is also another classical musician.
I don't get it.
You can't talk religion if you don't know it. I'm only talking about what I do know. And if I say anything that's incorrect, break it down. But we don't have to agree on everything, you know? Polka is at it. Oh, add her to the live. I don't know how to do that. So here's the thing. I think when you first get in, you have to have invite. You have to click invite person to the live, and then you have to put it. But I don't think my phone can do that. I don't think my phone can put comments in the chat. Like I don't have the ability to put anything in the chat. And somebody told me it's because I have an iPhone. So I don't know if that's true
What's
or not.
that plus button for then?
There is no shame in Jesus. That's right, Gian.
What's that plus button for then?
It says to start a poll.
What's a poll?
Like if you ask a person a question and then they vote on what the answer will be. Like if you give a multiple choice.
Oh, like the ones that...
Mike, what up, Mike? Nice.
Hey. Hey, Mike.
Wears black and sits at the top of the stairs after a house fire. I don't know.
The smoke? Oh.
I think Polka can too add people while she's on her live. I'm gonna have to do some more research and watch some videos and see. But I think from iPhone, I can't do that. I wish I could.
The answer is smoke. That's what stands on top of the house after a fire. Smoke.
Oh, smoke. Okay, because smoke rises.
Yes, it rises on top of the house after.
Oh.
And even when the
hey, Nads.
Rises, it still spreads out smoke after.
Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven. Those sunglasses look like they're about to fly away.
What's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? An alligator you see later, and a crocodile you see after.
Oh, you sound so sick. We're gonna have to go. It's cold out here. Hi from France. Hey, Ewan. Because that's how God made me. That's how God made me.
Wait.
How are you guys spending your Saturday? Me and my son, we laid in the bed. Well, I chilled in the bed all day, made him something to eat, laid back down, and was just scrolling.
Yeah, all day.
All day, I know. Shame on me, right? Saturdays is usually our chill day, and then on Sunday, that's when we get it going. We got like our whole day be full on Sundays, but on Saturdays we just chill.
Besides her, still chilling.
On Sunday?
Yeah,
I take you to your boxing lesson.
Yes,
I usually
and then
do a
you
live.
leave me.
I usually work out. We gonna clean the house. We do Bible study in the morning. So chill in the bed, watching movies. What movies you watch? Polka, what show was that you said you were I didn't get a chance. I came back on the live and you were talking about something that came on Netflix that you said the storyline was really good, but I missed it. I have to go back and watch your Oh God, Justin. Who are you talking about now? Is he talking about Lil Woody or he probably talking about Lil Durk? He was making fun of Lil Durk going away. Man, oh man, oh man. Listen, if Lil Durk did what they say he did, then so be it. Oh, Beauty in Black. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
What is Beauty in Black?
I know he ain't weird. Oof. Yes, Randy, absolutely.
Yes, we do.
Watching the old one. What are you watching? Yeah, he talking about Lil Durk. I figured. Jocelyn always got something to say about somebody, but yeah, I don't know. Do y'all think he did it? I think because he just has like this. He has like an innocent look to him, right? He's got those big like baby eyes, and he's always doing stuff for like kids in the community. So I've always looked at Lil Durk like, oh, I like this guy. I like him. You know what I'm saying? Never heard any of his music. Honestly, I don't know what his music sound like, but I've always been like, always kind of admired him. And so to hear that, you know, he's in that lifestyle like them, you know, like King Von and them, I got no sympathy for nothing like that. Oh, his daddy was that dude. Oh, okay. So he from that life, yeah. Is he from Chicago? Where's Lil Durk from? Yeah, okay. I'll make sure not to have him with me while I'm watching that. For sure, for sure. What up, Pop-Off? Oh, ooh. And they be trying to act like Nino Brown giving away turkeys and stuff, like they innocent and, you know, they be giving back. But in the background, like Diddy and them, they be doing the dirtiest stuff.
Mom.
That's crazy to me.
Sing a song.
I ain't singing no song.
Sing a song.
Oh, he's from Chicago. Okay. Yeah, drill music, I'm definitely a fan, but every action come with a facts. Everything you do in life is going to there's going to be a reaction or, you know, something to it. So, for sure.
Sing a song. He said it 2 times.
One of my favorite songs. What's that Stevie Wonder song that I dedicated to you? Talks about castles. That's one of my favorite songs.
The king in the
Overjoyed.
castle.
Overjoyed is my favorite. One of my favorite Stevie Wonder songs.
Then sing it.
Black men don't shake. Bull. That's a bull. No, I'm not mocking him.
What's
A long time
Macadam?
no Nino Brown. Yo, that's one of my favorite movies. That's when I realized Wesley Snipes is fine. His skin is so perfect in that movie. I'm like, this man is fine. And I was like 12 or 13 years old watching this, attracted to him. But my mom was always attracted to very, very, very dark men. And so I think my attraction for them came just because, you know, that's what my mom always liked. But yeah.
Knew it. Knew it.
Nino Brown, Wesley Snipes is fine in that movie. People always make fun of the Wesley Snipes because he's so dark, but that man was sexy.
Is that why you like me?
Yes. And Blade, yeah. Yeah. After the side shoot, can you make another one? I'll probably go live tomorrow when my son is in boxing. If he goes to boxing tomorrow, he's kind of sick, but it looks like he's getting some energy now. But I might go live tomorrow and do a video. I got some other videos that I recorded. I just got to edit and put it up. Girl, Morris Chestnut. Every time I see him, I get a little. And he got a new show called Watson that he's going to be on. He just finished Reasonable Doubt. Did you get a chance to check that out on Hulu? You fell in love with him and Blade? Yeah. And I was so mad when he did Rosewood, even though he was linked up with that Latina chick. I still overlooked it, but I love Morris Chestnut. I've always had the biggest crush on him. I used to have the biggest crush on him and Tyrese when I was younger. And then I saw Tyrese in the airport one time when I was in Ohio, leaving to go back home, and I froze. And my friend's like, "You gonna say something?" I was like, "No." So I just stood in the distance and just looked at him the whole time. But yeah, Tyrese and Morris Chestnut, those are my crushes when I was like young. Reasonable Doubt was fire. It was fire. I thought the first season was way better than the second. I like the storyline from the first one better than the second. And then the third, if the third is going to end up being all about what happened in the last 10 minutes, they could keep it. I hope something else more controversial and more juicy happens than that. But yeah, Reasonable Doubt was fire. The main lady, the lawyer, she is so beautiful. Oh my God, she is so gorgeous. They have like the the most beautiful cast. No, I have to delete the subscription. I'm like, oh, you don't have Hulu no more. Okay, so this is what you do, Polka. I don't know if they have the show on there, but there's a lot of shows that you can watch. A lot of black shows. Go to brokensilence.net. And they have a lot of shows that you can watch. Broken, all one word, silence with a Z. Broken, BROKENSILENZ, I think .net. If Z.net doesn't work, then ZE.net. But brokensilence.net. I watch all of the power shows on there. I haven't watched them in a while, but that's why I watch a lot of the shows. A lot of the stuff comes on there. The first one was better, yeah. Carmen Bandit, I don't have an opinion on people that vote. I don't care what people vote. You know, honestly, I don't. Judge said his mama did not play. Yeah, a lot of mamas from back in the day didn't play. A lot of stuff we let our kids get away with nowadays. We can't. I just watched a video where it was a couple. They both had on their on a T-shirt that said "Leave your kids alone." And I'm like, what is this about? So I looked at the title, and it was talking about them getting CPS called because I guess they were invading on their children's privacy. But listen, or they were doing, I don't know, something they did with their kids. Maybe they spanked them. I don't know. I didn't watch the video, but I was watching Law and Order last night, and it was about some teenagers that wanted to do it for the first time. And the mom said, okay, well, rather than you do it in the back of a Chevy like I did, I'll leave the apartment for you and your boy to do what they got to do for you and your boyfriend. And I'll leave for a couple hours and you can do it there. That would have never happened back in the day. I don't even see a black parent allowing something like that. Ain't no way. You gonna get it how you have to if you that desperate to do it. I'll be damned if I set the stage for my kid to do that. But I think we gotta be a little bit more strict. Too much is happening in the world. Too much influence. You got okay, did you see it? Yes, brokensilence.net. So if y'all want to see shows, so I don't know if that show is on there, but they put a lot of reality, but they also put a lot of regular shows on there too. Let me know if it comes on there. Big hello from Tel Aviv. What up, going? I don't watch sitcoms. I only watch educational TV, such as it is. Yeah, I'm old school. Me too. I'll tap that ass. Like my son is good for the most part. There's only been a couple times I could count on one hand how many times I've had to actually like pop him or spank him. Like I've spanked him maybe twice. And the last time I actually had to like spank him, he was probably he's 10 now, maybe 6 when he was crashing out at a summer school program. Not summer school, summer camp program. He acted a plum fool. But other than that, I don't have to. But if I had to, I would. I don't play that. I'm going to quit open YouTube channels. Why? Don't quit, LBB. King LBB. Hey, Big Mama. Hey, John. Hey, Elvis. Hey, Jamie. All right, y'all. It is cold out here, and y'all can hear the snot in my nose, right? I'm trying not to swallow it, but it is cold out here, okay? And like a dummy, we came out late to get a little bit of sunshine and just some fresh air and stuff like that. And we're going to chill the rest of the night. But I love you guys. Take care. God bless. Be good. Do the right thing. Treat each other great. Because, like, I don't get enough views. I always usually get, like, 100, but I don't get enough subscribers or likes. I don't know why. Well, I went on your channel, and you have, it looks like you post, like, videos of, like, animated stuff. So maybe you should get in front of the camera or use your own voice and just talk about what's important to you. Love you too, John. And maybe you'll get more views, but you got to be authentic. You got to be you. Thanks, Poke. I'll see you later. God bless you too, Diana. Bye, Mike. Nice. You enjoy your Saturday as well. Hey, Clayton, I'm sorry. It's 80 degrees here. I'm sitting in my house. I just said I'm in draws. I will maybe think about it. Yeah, just try something different. Whatever it is that you're doing, if it's not working, just try something different. Get out of your comfort zone if you really want your channel to grow. And then at some point you got to realize too, like my homeboy told me, he said, if it don't pop, then maybe this just isn't for you. And I kept going and going and going. And, now I have over 900 subscribers. Because at first I was going to give it up. And I said to myself, I said, okay, if I don't get at least 500 subscribers by this point, then I'm going to quit. And I ended up getting over 5. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just keep going. So I just kept going and going and going, and I'll keep going until I don't want to do it anymore, but I'm cool where I'm at right now. Yes, hit the like on your way out, folks. Parker says, I spank my kid if he's stealing or for bullying. That's not okay. Yeah, it just depends. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's more about like anything that's going to be a danger to him that could harm his life or somebody else's. I'm tapping that ass, or just blatant disrespect. Like, come on now. But my son is at the age now and he understands. I can literally just have a conversation with him and he'll understand and he'll get it. And I could just take something away from him, like his iPad for a week or whatever. Like he ended up cussing at a staff member last week. So I took his stuff away from him. You know what I'm saying? And coincidentally, when I take his stuff away from him, he's more respectful, and he's just a better around kid, when I take stuff away from him. But then I'll be trying to figure out, like, are you only being nice because you want your stuff back? So you gotta figure out, you just gotta know your kids, Yeah, do something that you never did before. Mo, did you find my email? No. Send me an email me. My email is in my description, but it's Mo Perspective without the E at the end. So moperspective@gmail.com. But I don't get on there often. But if I know you're sending me something, I'll go and check it. No, Elvis, I hate stockings in general. They're so annoying, but I have to during certain circumstances, Depends on the situation. Like to my friend's funeral, I wore stockings because, I needed to. And plus, I don't like to shave that often. So I wear stockings. All right, y'all. It's cold. I got to go. I love y'all. Take care. God bless. All right, Diana. I'll be waiting. I'll check it. Check it later tonight.